We got a good one to unpackage today. Welcome to the show. I hope everybody's doing great. Here we go again. Welcome onto the Moto merry-go-round. Jet Lawrence, you're back on it, my friend. You're back on it. Listen, you got pretty busted in Daytona with that tire warmer or whatever. Just keep mud out of it.
Oh crap, this thing's stuck. Hey, what are you guys doing over here? Oh, it's Jet, the Wonder Boy. Never mind.
On your bike, and you had your people flailing around, hitting riders, bumping into other guys, barely getting it off. Clearly a distraction, and not even a mention from the industry. Not even a mention. Now, I know there's some other channels that have broke this down under the microscope, reading the tea leaves. We don't need to do that. We're going to take an honest, unbiased, well, maybe slightly biased approach to this one. The reality is this. If you don't think Jet Lawrence is receiving preferential treatment from the industry, you've been smoking two-stroke oil. The facts are is he absolutely is. They have poster boyed this guy. You see, in the past, back in the day, when Moto was still hard-hitting, rad, extreme sports, high-flying, pyro, and gnarliness, at intermission, before we watered it down and Wall Street infiltrated it, it was the coolest sport on earth. Now, it's still ultra cool. I mean, there's no cooler sport. I wouldn't be here reporting on it, but it's clearly been watered down, bubblegum content, sugar coating it left and right. Back in the day, whether it was McGrath, McGrath was probably our biggest superstar. He's still the king of Supercross, Jet, by the way. And Jet could probably take that title from him. Titles are meant to be broken, but that's going to be a hard one. It'll be a hard one. But if anybody can do it, it's probably this Jet guy, if he stays healthy, which I assume he will, because he's so efficient on the bike. But you see, Jetson now is like the, Backstreet Boys or NSYNC type of boy band manufactured in some studio somewhere, and just the marketing machine just launched him, the Justin Bieber of Moto. The industry has done that. Now, back in McGrath, he did it on sheer just market appeal and winning races, and that's it. This thing has turned into a massive, massive, massive machine. Now, how do we know this, you ask? Oh, of course I'm going to tell you. Well, we did some polling. We'll get to that in a second. But, of course, I'm going to tell you. The reality is this. How we know this. Because they're selling Jetson donuts in the stand and pushing electric mini bikes for intermission. We've always had the KTM challenge. And I'm not against the KTM challenge when those little kids come out on the track. Back in the day, they were still gas-powered two-strokes. And a lot of these riders that we're watching now, even Tomac had competed in that. A lot of the riders. But now we're on electric bikes, big electric bike push. But even back in the day when we were doing the KTM challenge or whatever it was with the minis out there, we also had something else going on. It got lamer as the years went by, like a relay race wearing some Dumbo suit or something like that, just some four lucky fans or whatever. But even before that, like in McGrath's era, Gravity Games, X Games was a big component of the moto industry. And the industry hated freestyle. Why? Because it produced these rebels.
Rebellious guys. We want a clean cut, squeaky clean.
See, that's what they finally got their wish. We've gotten clean cut, squeaky clean, green energy pushing, progressive, whatever you want to call it, man. I have to guard my mouth on this one because I could run it pretty good. But we asked it on the community page. If you're new, subscribe, please. Thank you. We're pushing 5,000 subscribers without even trying. Thank you, man. I was just here to run my mouth on the moto industry as a moto whistleblower, as an ex-industry insider. Seen a thing or two. Man, whew, stories I have. I have to tell some stories at some point. We asked it on the community page. If you're new, get subscribed, go over there, join, and participate in some of the polling, and leave a comment. Is Jetson receiving special treatment from the industry? Yes or no? Let's go ahead and jump over, take a look at the results, then we'll meet back here, wrap this one up. Let's get started. All right, racers, buckle up, strap in, and get ready to pull some tear-offs. When asked on the Walty Wanderers community page of the YouTube channel, is Jet getting special treatment from the industry? 66% said, yup, big time, while 34% said, no, it's all rainbows and sunshine, bro. Well, let's go ahead and take a lap around the comments. First out of the starting gate, Joel Matthews lets the roost fly with, Feld's benefiting from his image just the way you, Johnny Hopper, Cooksey, and the rest are. Every week you have a clickbait title of Jet or Danger Boy. Boom! Ouch, bro! That roost hurts! Let's see what the next writer has to say. Sonny Steed pulls a tear off and comes in with, he is the industry, bro. He is the industry. Facts, dude. Facts. Let's see what the next rider has to say. H. Ford hits the first triple, throws a knack and comes in with, Jet is exactly what everybody thinks Deegan is, a once-in-a-lifetime rider. More than likely, the next Jeremy McGrath. Well, we'll have to wait about 7 years, bro, to see if that's what's going to happen. Let's keep going. See Joe comes flying across the finish line jump, takes the checkers, lights the candles, gets a nice neck burn and says, at first I'd say yes, he's getting special treatment. Now he's just one of the guys. He reminds me of Sexton from the last couple years. He wins if he keeps the rubber side down. And there it is there. Thanks to everybody who played. Now let's get back to the studio so we can wrap this up. All right, friends, welcome back. And there you go. Of course, Jetson's receiving special treatment. Like I said, as I segued into that, I've seen a lot of years of MOTO, but I started working in the industry officially around 99, I want to say, and had a long run, at least 10-year tenure in the industry. Started with Triple X, finished with my brand MotoStar, and did a lot of fun stuff. But the reality is that it just got really, really watered down. But before that, it was really, really extreme, hardcore, gnarliness, just anything goes. In fact, the industry at some level kind of embraced it, but now it's become, I think a lot because of the crisis, it's become so socially and politically correct.
Like, we gotta be squeaky clean and appeal to the mass media.
You don't. Keep it niche. You're watering down the coolest industry on earth, and you're using Jetson as your poster boy. That's why I'm kind of pumped to see the dude. He looks like he blew it and put a dove or something on his hand. He realized that thing's kind of lame. It looked like I've seen jailhouse tattoos that smoke that thing, I think. Then he sleeved up. He kind of covered it up. And he's clearly playing along because he's got handlers to continue to be marketable. But the reality is this. He doesn't really like this. He's seen the blowback from Pushing Donuts. He's seen that. He knows what's up. We needed a reason to boo him, and we finally got it. Now, like I reported before, it seems like the boo birds may have subsided, I guess, at Daytona. They didn't at Arlington. We'll see what happens when we get moving forward in the stadiums. But the reality is this. Jetson is absolutely receiving special treatment. Final thoughts. I come to you as a friend, as a content creator, as a moto guy. Wants to see you not only win on the track, off the track. Understand the waters you're swimming in now. Shark infested. Jetson, back in the swimming pool. I don't know if you're ever going to get out of it, my brother. You are always finding yourself in this. You know what, Jetson? Here's the thing. You are a talented guy. Where nobody's casting shade on you. We would cash in too. We would probably be doing exactly the same thing you're doing. We could have much worse guys as the poster boy of the sport, but we don't want to ignore the fact that that's exactly what you've become. So in the meantime, Walty will have to be here to blow the lid off it every step of the way, because it's not only what we need, it's in fact what we deserve. If you appreciate the content, I want to humbly ask you to give the video a like, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment below. I'd love to hear from you. Social media links in the description of this video if you'd like to follow me there, along with links to channels I've appeared on I think you might enjoy. If you enjoyed this video, you're going to love the next video, and there's an easy subscribe icon for your convenience. As always, thank you for your time. Don't go over the bars. God bless. I'll see you on the next video.